jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kickoff return 3 yards.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Alert. All right, here we go.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Blue 30.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Blue 30.
54's the mark.
These two.
54's the mark.
Focus.
Check. Watch 54.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go. Black 20.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Set. White.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
In your face.
Set. White 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right near the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
26.
Set. Black 30.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
4 down.
Set.
4 down. Check.
White
4 down. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Watch the twist.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Hey, we got 4 down. 4 down. Kill.
Black 20. Middle.
Hey, turn it up.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
He's coming. We got double up.
And incomplete here on third down.
Watch safety green.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try.
I see you, boy. I see you.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
Watch the curl.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Detroit. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Don't let him breathe.
Leopard.
Don't let him
Now McKinnon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The man in motion is right. They run once more with McKinnon, and he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings! Jerick McKinnon, 56 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Roethlisberger got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
3-19.
All day, dog.
The man in motion is right. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go.
Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From midfield, here's Keenum. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Strong left. Strong left.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
The man in motion is right.
Gun!
Alert 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Over! Leopard! Set! 319! 319!
They do go for it. It's Keenum going deep for Diggs. And this is caught at the 20. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll be 1st down Vikings.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Back it up, here we go. Here we go. Detroit! All right, let's go. Lucky 56. 56. 3. Over!
Check.
Back 99. Leopard! Watch it. Let's go. Check.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
Here's McKinnon.
They're coming.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Forbath out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Roethlisberger.
Watch the screen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 26.
Gun! Set! 319!
Diggs going in motion right. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Over!
To throw on second down is Keenum. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Hot, hot. Woo! Okay, baby, I see you.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
Hey, pick it up.
Watch you now,
defense.
Barney.
Let's go.
Barney, let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The man in motion is right.
Bang.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Lucky.
Toss play to McKinnon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Right. Here we go.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Watch you now, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Crash.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's coming this way.
Set.
Here we go.
Blue 90.
Here we go.
Blue 90. Gun.
Check 4.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Come on, D. Now let's go. 3. Over.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
He's going. 180.
Single.
Double.
Single.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Easy. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Watch the whip. Here we go. Black 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Ready?
Move.
Blue 30.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
4 down.
He's crashing. He's checking
Focus.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Ready? Hey, 120.
Check Mike 54.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2 score. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. Green 36. Green 39.
Check hot route. Hot.
The man in motion is right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Check.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Silver.
Set. 319. Watch you now. Black 99. No. Check. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Boom! Yeah, baby.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Watch you now.
Deuce.
Now let's go. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Focus.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Go bounce.
Check nickel.
He'll look to throw.
Check 52.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Monday.
Watch twist. 25, check 25.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go.